What's up, fellas? Chris Teresi here, professional sports bettor, founder of www.wecoverspreads.com. I'm sorry, I know there's been a little hiatus with the videos the last couple of days, but it's really not on my end. I mean, I've been really busy and everything, but it's on the YouTube end. The way my web team has it set up is the videos update automatically as soon as they're published on YouTube. Now, I don't really know much about web developing and all that, but all I do know is there's been a technical delay on YouTube's end where my videos haven't been hitting their search results for like a 12 to 24-hour delay. So, it's kind of out of my hand. It's out of my web team's hands. We've contacted YouTube, and it's just up to them to get the problem fixed. Now, this is the first time we're putting up a video today, so we'll see if the problem is resolved. But, that's why I put the links up to my YouTube videos on Twitter or whatever, so people can see them without having to search or without having to check my site. And my Twitter, in case you don't know it, it's Chris Teresi. That's ChrisTorrisi. So you could put in twitter.com, and that's at the end or whatever. I'll give you guys an update. Yesterday we had a really good day, 3-1. We lost with the Titans, pushed with the Jets, so it was a 3-1 in one day. Turned a nice profit. Right now we're on a 63% run, monitored and documented the last 2 weeks. So, anybody that knows sports betting, that's a seasoned sports bettor, they tell you, you won 63% of your picks over the last 14 days. They're gonna tell you, they'll take that any day of the week. So we're definitely getting it done. Um, over the last couple of weeks in NFL, on the season we're red hot, 12-6-1, 67% winners since week one. That's a whole season. That's every game we've given out. Up over 21 star units of profit. So we're really, the money's definitely been flowing in the NFL. We've had the hot hand. We finished the preseason top five monitored and documented. We closed off last year on a 71% run. So, if you guys want to hop on, you get all. I'm not like these other guys. I'm not gonna come on these videos and scream at you and tell you to buy my picks, but just to let you guys know, I did lower the price on the season packages. So if you guys want, you could get that. I also do have Monday Night Football pick up for sale. And if you guys want, you could pick that up. And it's, you get every game that I personally bet on. I bet on these games for a living. I don't sell picks for a living. That's the site is, more gonna is being in development to become an educational portal for sports bettors, worldwide. And the site is about, we cover spreads is like 20% complete right now. So, but it is an option if guys want the games that I'm personally betting. You could get involved with that right on the site. In baseball, we've been red hot too. 9-2 in our last 11 plays in baseball. 81% run, up over 28 star units of profit, and that's all throughout the playoffs. We've been red hot, 7-2 in the playoffs. Getting it done, monitored and documented. And guys want to have a playoffs package up for dirt cheap. Like under $70 or whatever. You could get all my personal bets that I bet on through baseball. Now, talk about the market breakdown. Um, to be honest with you, we got St. Louis, Milwaukee. There's been no real movement yet, and it's early. And the only reason I'm putting this video up early because my web team wanted me to put it up early to see what happened with the whole YouTube issue. So it's early and there's no movement that I could talk about, but I could tell you what's going on behind the counter so far. St. Louis, Milwaukee, you're looking at 8 out of 10 bets on the run line coming in on the favorite there. Squares love betting run line favorites. The ticket count is even 50-50 on the money line with heavy action coming in on the over. So they're telling me they're getting a lot of Milwaukee run line tied in with the over parlays on that game there. So it's Jackson against Markham. And there's been no real big sharp movement yet. And I'm sure that will change as the day goes on. I know a lot of guys are still, handicapping that and breaking into the numbers. So I'm sorry, I don't really have any info to give you on that game as far as a sharp move. And then the other game, Detroit, Texas, is an early start. You're looking at 9 out of 10 bets coming in on the run line from squares there. Again, 50-50 even money line action, and about 6 out of 10 bets coming in on the over from the betting public in that game. And again, I don't have anything to give you guys really as far as where the sharp money's going. Even though it's early, that game's an early start. We have not seen any sharp, true sharp position come in on that game either. So, sorry guys, I'm kind of gunning my head here. They wanted me to get the video up as soon as possible. So, but I do have a little bit to talk about the NFL tonight. Um, Detroit Lions seeing 7 out of 10 bets in the money line. I mean, in this point spread, about 7 out of 10 bets coming in on the over. But interesting note, parlays, which is a lot of what Squares bet, is coming in 50-50. Spoke to my Vegas odds maker contact. He opened this at minus 6, and he's up to minus 6.5 right now with Detroit. So that's where that stands. Total 48 down to 47. Seen a little bit sharp money coming on the under in this game. Here in New York, we open at minus 6. Early sharp move was definitely the Chicago Bears. It was down as low as 5. At one point, it's now up to 6.5. Total opened up at 47.5 here in New York, was bet up to 48 at one point, kind of flip-flop and fluctuated through the week. It was as low as 46 at one point here in New York, and it's kind of settled back right now at 47. So that's what we're looking at that game. And like I said, the early sharp move was definitely with a lot of the old school guys I spoke with. They like Chicago, and they took Chicago at 6 or whatever because they felt, the Bears. The Bears have basically beaten Detroit straight up the last few years. They've dominated this series, and Chicago plays Detroit good. So, and they know it's a divisional rivalry game on Monday Night Football. They took the points there, but a lot of the younger guys in my circle, they have a different, perspective on this game where they feel Detroit is a different team than they were the last few years, and this is a real deal team. And they laid the points when it got as low as 5. They hit it hard this morning. That's why you've seen it jump up from 5 all the way up to 6.5, because a lot of the sharp guys, they're not going to look at, they don't look at games kind of the same way as the old school guys. It's two different mentalities. So I do know some old school guys that will hold on to that Bears ticket, and I know some other guys that bought off already, and they bought on to Detroit. The more they looked into this game and they see, where other money is flowing, so they're kind of starting to respect some of the younger guys' opinions. So it really, it depends who you speak with. I mean, it goes both ways. I mean, books are gonna get, they're gonna get Detroit money. Detroit is better in the power rating. If you look at power ratings, I spoke with my Vegas odds maker contact. He's like, to him the line looks right where it's at. About 6 is the way he has it in his power ratings. That's what this line should be. So to him, he's like, he don't see any value either way. It looks about spot on. So I think it's a numbers game. If you got Detroit, if you like Chicago, you maybe want to wait till before kickoff. You may get a 7, so you could get get a better number with Chicago. And if you like Detroit, you better bet them early, but it's already crossed the key number 6, so it's up to you. Do you think Detroit, could do this? And what's interesting, a lot of times when I've seen sharp money coming down the under, even though Detroit's been able to put up a lot of points and Chicago's defense is not really that great. So it's kind of interesting to me. We've seen sharp money definitely coming on the under. I'm not so sure I support that move there. I kind of would lean more toward the over, but the Sharps, for whatever reason, maybe they think the divisional game should be, the defenses play a little better and, maybe under the spotlight. Both offenses stutter a little bit and sputter a little bit, but that's pretty much, the breakdown. That's the way that game breaks down. You're getting, some guys bought into Chicago early. I think if you like Chicago, bet them late, and if you like Detroit, you may have missed the best number on them, or if you think they can win by more than a touchdown, then you can still, hop onto that game. And old school, sharp guys, a lot of sharps like the under. Not so sure I agree with it, but if you guys want, do your homework, and if it adds up, you may want to look at the under in that game as well. And that pretty much wraps it up. Hopefully tomorrow our video will be a little more in depth because we're not going to be, with the time constraint or whatever. So appreciate you guys checking out the video. Be back in touch tomorrow.